Welcome back, guys. Check out this video by Dave Ramsey.
It almost never happens statistically that two individuals that are married operate as two separate entities as if they're roommates instead of being married and become successful financially and build wealth.
Kirby, I sent this video to you and I wanted to react to it because this is something I am seeing more often now. I don't know why. I'm just falling into these conversations with people where they're opening up themselves to me about their finances, and then, they happen to be married. And the common denominator as to why I find they're not moving up is because they are separating their finances. And I think it's just a thing that, as Dave Ramsey clearly put, statistically does not work. It does not. It's not going to get you to financial success. But what are your thoughts on what he said? You agree? What you got?
Let it be clear. I probably have never in my life talked to as many people as Dave Ramsey has talked to single people and married people about finance. If he said it almost never worked, I'm gonna have to go with based off my experience. I was that person. I was that person. I grew up in a life and my family always talked about, it's your money and her money. And then when me and my wife got married, that's how I always looked at it. It's her money, my money. My wife even told me at a time we was very young in our marriage. She said, I can't deal with this, and I'm just gonna use her words. I can't deal with this roommate situation shit. I didn't know what it meant because I was still dumb, ignorant, and I have no clue on what was going on. But then after I got more mature and more financially understanding, then that's when we combined finances, and then that's when things took off. When we was roommates and the financial landscape of it, dude, I was broke. I mean, dude, I was like 2 cents away from standing on the corner to ask for money, bro. But then once I figured it out. Well, I figured it out. She already had it figured out. I'm the one that was the dummy in the situation because in her family and her upbringing, it's us against them. It's not yours, mine, and we trying to figure out how we can combine forces like the Planeteers and go against the world. It's always been that in her upbringing. So it's something that I had to adapt to. But again, I have not talked to, you know, not even a tenth of the people that Dave Ramsey talked to, but all the people that I've talked to in marriage that say his money and her money, all of them are broke. Not some. All of them are broke.
Yeah.
I haven't came across one yet that is his money and her money and they're combined are successful. I
Yeah.
just I just haven't. I mean, I know people might point out Jeff Bezos and then, no, it was their money. I'm talking about people that literally say his money, her money. Like, oh no, she could do that. That's with her money. Oh no, he could do that. That's his money. Those people right there, all of them are broke. I have not come across one successful family or couple yet that's not like that. But what you got, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've been speaking to a few people that recently that are in that situation. And it's interesting because a common factor I find is like one of them is okay with money, but has trust issues trusting the other one with money. But the one that's bad with money doesn't have issues trusting the one that's good with money. And so my question to them is like, so why don't you ask them to send you their money and you just manage it for the both of you? And I mean, that's what I would do is like, if the other one trusted me with the money and I knew how to manage it, I would just say, okay, we're going to work as a team to where now you're just going to send me the money and I'm just going to manage it for the both of us. And in that situation, at least now both incomes are combined. It's only got one manager, but it's better than, having it completely separate and then you guys can't grow together. But it doesn't work because you playing this roommate thing is like, you go half in, like, because what I've heard is like, okay, well, we pay half and half on the bills. Okay, so you go half and half on the bills, and then you have after that, obviously you guys aren't going to do anything good with the money. Y'all are going to blow it. Rather than pulling in everything together, as we've always said before, one person pays all the bills, the other one uses that money to grow it for the family. I think that's the best option. And it's such a cheat code. I mean, when I tell people, because they ask me, well, how do you, like, they've asked me, how are you buying properties? How do you invest in stocks? And you work here. That's like one thing I always hear. And it's funny because I just tell them, like, my income, I pay the bills. We still have money left over after I pay the bills. My wife's income, we put that, the leftover plus hers together, all of that gets invested. And I'm like, just think of that. I'm like, if you could invest 100% of your salary, would it not be possible for you to also buy investments? I mean, because even if your salary is 50,000, 40,000, I tell them, even like some of them, I mean, some of them are only making 30,000. Who do you know that is saving 30,000 a year? Nobody does that. Like, you hear of people saying, yeah, I save 200 bucks a month or something like that. But if you could save $30,000 a year, I tell them, like, in 5 years you have $150,000 in 5 years, and you're only, 30. So at 35 years old, you could have 150 grand. At 40, you could have 300 grand if you just saved it. So what could you do if you invested it? And like, it's, I honestly think combining finances in that aspect is a complete cheat code to literally becoming wealthy. Because if one person just works and focuses on the liabilities, the expenses, and the other income just goes straight to just piling on and, raking in more assets, you're gonna quickly accumulate lots of money.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm speaking from experience. When I got my head out my ass, and then we went to that model of, hey, live off one paycheck and then invest the other. I mean, our wealth grew exponentially. I mean, it gave us avenues to do everything. I mean, like when my wife was working before she retired, she would work, and we had it all set up in this beautiful matrix of, oh, money going here, money going there, whatever. But it allowed us, and Alex, as you know, most people that say they retire from the military, they don't get to retire. They just go and transition to a new job. It's only person I know that's been in the military and retired and actually could retire and do all the things retired people say, travel, go out, eat, go out to lunch, go do whatever they want. I've only met one. They didn't have to go get another job, and that's my wife. And I'm not sitting here trying to toot her horn or toot our horn because of it, but it was because of the sacrifice we made. We didn't sit there and live the big life while we was going through the process. We had a goal to get her retired so she can actually enjoy retirement. And we didn't want it to be people like the people in their 60s and 70s. Oh, hope I can get one vacation a year in. I wanted her to have the ability to do whatever she wants. She put in her time, but it took the sacrifice before we got to that point to get her to that point. Because if we just messed off and just, okay, the military paycheck coming in on the 1st to 15th, we know a paycheck always coming in. So we always doing X, Y, Z. We got a kid, so we got to have him in Jordans or Louis Vuitton, and he got to have the best of the best of the best. If we did that, then my wife would still be working to this day. She will get her retirement paycheck, and then she'll be working somewhere to school or wherever the hell. If we decided to live our life paycheck to paycheck, but we decided opposite. But before I got my head out my ass, that's exactly where we was headed to. We was headed to a highway. I was about to say highway to hell, but a road to nowhere. That's what we is headed to. And then once I figured out my side of it, and then it was just okay. She paid the bills, the money that I was making, because when I got my head out my butt, it wasn't like I was making a lot of money. I think I was making like $16,000 an hour, $17,000 an hour working at the plant. And then we just started investing. I will work to invest my paycheck. Work to invest my paycheck. Work to invest my paycheck. And then I started getting higher paying jobs, and then it's still the same thing. Work to invest. And then we just continue to do that still to this day. Even today, my wife's retirement check, we save and invest it. We still do it. And everything that we have in coming in from different avenues, we save or invest. But still with saving and investing, 70, 80% of all of that, the 30% we have because the number has grown so big, we can still do whatever we want. Like I'm over here trying to convince Alex to go to this festival with me. I'm gonna kidnap him if he don't show up tomorrow. But yeah, now you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that I learned from it, and I think Dave Ramsey is spot on.
Yeah, I mean, just to close it out, like I can, and I, everything I just said, I can speak from experience because my wife have been doing it for the past, 5 years of being married or, well, together, combining everything. And in 5 years, I mean, we've accumulated hundreds of thousands of dollars from just doing that method. I mean, I'm not even 30 yet, and it's mind blowing because I look at what elderly people have, not trying to not trying to bash the old people here, but you hear about elderly people in their retirement days or in their retirement ages after they're 60, 65, 70, that it's not until then that they've accumulated hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if I was able to do this in 5 years and, before I'm even 30, then, why can't someone else do it? I mean, why does it take someone 40 to 50 years before they can actually have that much or accumulate that much? It shouldn't take them that long. And that's why I call this a cheat code, because it's the how rapidly you can achieve that amount of wealth if you just stick to that plan is it's insane. I mean, but it's doable. It's not like it's impossible to do. It just takes one person investing the income and one, paying all the bills and crap. But yeah. But to close it out there, guys, I mean, unless you got something, Kirby, I don't know.
Nope, you got
Yeah.
it.
If you have any questions or comments, don't forget to, let us know down below. I guess I'm taking the hate mail today, uh, as Kirby says, but you can send it my way. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video, and we will see you guys in the next one.